Hey friends, meet Al. And we're trimming more pots. So I was going to do handles, but the pots that are the in the bread racks need trimming. So what I'm going to do, I hope you can see what's going on here. I'm going to sit at the table here and just trim pots, right? So hopefully everybody's having a good day. And this is probably just going to be more like I was doing yesterday. Well, the setup yesterday was a little bit easier, but this here gives me more table room, right? So I'm gonna try to spend an hour here. So the pots that we trimmed yesterday down in here probably could get handled. So I'll do that later. So I worked today. Worked 12-hour days at the paper factory, and so now I came home and I just ate, and I am making pots. I'm still trimming, so I have 50 to trim out and put texture on, and I need these pots for a show Saturday. So I have all week off because I'm on vacation now, and I'll be able to finish these up. No trouble at all. So what I do is I have a warming box that I can stack all the bread racks in. Put like 100 pots in there, wheel them in, and get them dry overnight. So it makes it pretty nice. So I might bring all this in closer. So that I can see you all better. So look, you're gonna get sick watching this because I'm messing around with this, right? So you can look at the pots or whatever else you see there. Let's see. Welcome to my channel. Getting sick at Creek Road Pottery from the camera angle. So what did you do on Monday night? Oh, I watched Al trim pots. And he made me sick from juggling the camera, right? All right. There we go. There we go. So that's better. That's better. So, the idea here is to trim all these and get these handled so that I can take them to to the show on Saturday and sell them. So I have some other stuff too. I have some bowls that I did, and I do have time, so I may throw another 20 bowls or so. But we'll have to see, right? So I'm gonna get this bottom smooth here. So hopefully everybody's having a good Monday. I can feel that. So I gotta take some more off this. So I usually throw thinner, but I was using processed clay. So once these get dry, I'll show you one. Show you one what it looks like when it's handled, right? So here's what one looks like when it's handled. So these are almost dry. I'm going to put these in the warming box. Then we'll glaze those. All right. There's one. So these are keeping pretty nicely. So I had my other rasp. Bring my tool over. Here's my other rasp. So I love the marks that this makes. This one, and it can get into, because it's a rounded edge, right? So look, this is an unofficial pottery video. Because if my pottery peeps knew that I was hanging out on this old-timey channel of mine, they'd be like, "Al, why don't you come over and make pots with us?" So doing the Facebook Live is different because most of those people are people that I know, and I know that most of those people are probably sleeping, right? Because they're all my friends and family and my neighbors and other people who know me. There's some other potters on there. instead I came to hang out here with you all. And I must say, you're quite the rowdy bunch. So there's that. So I got this script. I don't even know why I do this. This, you know, the idea of scraping it out, smoothing the bottom. There we go. So today was a pretty rough day at the paper factory. Nothing wanted to run right. And it was exhausting. But here I am, showing up for myself to make pots. It's kind of relaxing, actually. And I'm piddling way too much making the pots. So we need to not piddle as much. So I'm taking more off because I wanna better define that texture pattern, right? You can see it showing up here. There, see that? Yeah, yeah. I have like 50 pots, and I wasn't even done yet, right? So I have like 10 in this tray, and then I have another. Yeah, it's just never ending, right? Then I have to put handles on all these, and I need to get them dry by Wednesday morning so that I can put them in the gas kiln to do a bisque fire so that I can get them out Thursday and glaze on Thursday. But if I can get all these dry, believe it or not, if I could get all these dry by tomorrow night, I may do a bisque fire tomorrow night. Because then, I don't know. My plans get ruined. My plans get ruined. I have to take my wife to a dentist appointment that I forgot about. So the kiln firing takes 6 hours. So I need to plan around the dentist appointment tomorrow. So I have enough pots to do a small load. And I need to do a major clean tomorrow. Because the place is trashed. So you came back a second night. How interesting is that? We both showed up. Sometimes showing up's just half the battle. Show up for work on time. Sometimes we forget to show up for ourselves, right? Do the things that we want because today is all we have right now. And right now, how lucky am I to be making mugs? I'm thinking I should open the studio doors here so you can hear the peepers while I work, right? I live like way out in the middle of nowhere. Yep, we're doing the same thing, man. There we go. That looks pretty decent. So this takes a while. I'm thinking if I keep going with this. So these are probably still too wet to trim, but I really don't have time. I've been keeping them under plastic so they don't dry out on me, but got a rock in there. So you never know what you find in reprocessed clay. So there used to be this guy I used to talk to on YouTube. He used to do a channel called God Talk. His username was Third Proverb. And if anybody knows where Third Proverb or Brother John is, can you give me an update on the guy maybe? If you are an old-timey subscriber of mine. Because I have no idea what happened to him. I didn't get handles made. I think I got 22 pots trimmed. So I needed to trim everything first. I was thinking about doing handles, but handles may go on everything tomorrow. So this is just a trimming snooze fest, but it needs to be done. So what I need to do is hit this top part right here. So sometimes the angle of the texture overlapping looks kind of nice too. There we go. So these look like potatoes right now. These look like potatoes right now, but with handles they'll look alright. Trust me, I've made a bunch. Alright. Alright, have a good one. I hope you get to make pots at school sometime. It's my goal here is to turn everybody that watches into pot makers. Pot makers and pot dealers. If you sold your pots, you would be a pot dealer, right? I'm a pot dealer. I'm a local pot dealer. Yeah. I wonder what my wife thinks about that. She's married to a local pot dealer. See, I suppose it'd be fun to play some music, but I'd get flagged by the algorithms, right? So I'm just feeling. Take some more off of this. Just feeling how the thickness. All right, I'm going to open the garage doors. Ugh. So you might get to hear the coyotes. got coyotes that live out here. There's a pack of them that run around down back. Okay. Okay, we're doing good. So I guess I can make some plain mugs, but I kind of wish I had something that I used before. Guess not. Here it is. Here's my rasp, but I don't know how good this will work because there's probably going to be 6 potters on YouTube being like, that's too wet to trim. They're probably right. But as long as the final piece turns out interesting, I'm not going to sweat it too much, you know? It's the whole reason why we're doing texture, so we don't make boring and lazy pots, right? It's pretty easy to make boring and lazy pots. I'm not saying that these pots are like rock stars. I'm just saying that like they're a little bit more interesting than maybe a simple form with a dunk, you know? Because it communicates in a different way, and people ask, you know, what is art and all of that. I think art is a form that communicates in some way. There's probably big debates about that. I remember one time I took a philosophy of art class, and on the final, the question was, what is art? And some kids, they thought they're pretty slick, you know, they just wrote art is, you know, and handed the paper in. But they did pretty well doing that. But I felt maybe I at least needed to write a little paragraph to make it look like I put some work into it, you know? Just feeling this here. Yeah, that's pretty balanced. Okay, here we go. This pot here. I'm just gonna run my finger around the bottom. And then so I think I'm fussing way too much with these pots. But I have a feeling they're gonna come out pretty decent. I have a feeling. All right, there's one tray. Half a tray. So now what I need to do is, I think I need to move some of these trays onto the shelf right here. Oh. I was getting comfortable. So I'm gonna move this wear board. Put this over here. Then I'm gonna move this tray of pots here. If I can get them in there. Should be able to. There we go. And I'll move these pots the ones that we trimmed last night. Move over here. And then I'm going to cover those. We don't want those to dry out too fast. And then these pots are decent for trimming. And I need to get on these pretty quick. So you will see the tools used more effective because these are drier. So I will be able to do quite a bit more with these. Because of its dryness. And the lines will show up better. Yeah, these will go quite quick. All right, great day. These are perfect for trimming. So I need to thumb off the bottoms. There we go. So put handles on these later. I don't repeat myself like a million times. All right. It must be a little colder tonight. I don't hear the peepers out. I need to think about how I want to do this one. I may leave that bottom just like it is. It'd be cool to just texture the top. Texture the top with just a band. Yeah, that'll look alright with a handle on it later. Because we could do the old less is more trick, right? If somebody asks me, I'll be like, oh, make up a big story about your artwork, right? Oh, I kind of, in this piece, I just kind of thought less would be more. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Oh. I think I'm going to do the same for this one. Well, I need to. There we go. That looks all right. If anybody complains about it, they better be buying it, right? All right. we can mess with this foot a little bit too, real quick. Gives it a chunky feel. Alright, that don't look too bad. Let's see, what if we... Well, I'm kind of liking this line right here. I may keep it. So I'll get all these boogers off. Get all these boogers off when I touch them up, when they're a little bit more dry. Yeah, not bad, huh? Seen worse. I've made worse, actually. Let's see. So maybe on this one, just go around and take that line off. Then we'll do the, yeah, see, I'm gonna go straight down. Okay. This kind of looks like tree bark. Show it to you when I'm done. This isn't a bad looking texture. I think it'd be fun to do the rest of them like this, actually. I'm kind of liking this look. So that's what's nice about making 50 pots. You can try 50 things, right? Alright, so let's spin this and we'll look at the texture pattern. Oh, that's not bad at all. Alright. Man, with some glaze on that. Some glaze laying in the lines. Be really cool looking. Alright. So what I need to do is make like 10 of these. Well, it's 10 o'clock where I'm at. I don't know. Don't know what the time is where you're at. So, I got a little something in here. Got a little something in here I gotta pick out. See what happened right there? This little piece of rock or something. Get that. So I could probably just take this thing off here, but Oh, I think I'm doing it again. I'm spending like way too much time piddling. Piddling. Alright, so let's see. I think we'll do like 2 more. Then I'm gonna go get a snack. Then, after my snack, I think what I'm gonna do is come back down, put handles on the ones that are dry. Shouldn't take too long. Put handles on the ones that are dry so that I can get them drying so that they'll be done on time. So look, if you want to say hi, you can go to creekroadpottery.com and there in the menu you will see a link to the Creek Road Pottery Pen Pal program, and you can write me by hand like it's 1980, put a stamp on it, put it in the mailbox, and I'll write you back. You can tell me what projects you're working on. Because everybody's got a project. Tell me what you're working on. Hopefully your project isn't stealing cars. Now see, this is a wonky pot that I saved. People are going to be like, oh, that's so unique. So, I don't know. Still thinking about this. Let's try to ruin this, huh? Alright. I'm going to do this around the edges. Then, see, if you want an example of an ugly pot, this one right here is an ugly pot. Alright, so now what we need to do is we need to get in there and put marks. Alright. So I don't know. I don't know if that did anything. So I'm going to get the boogers off this when it gets dry. Anything we can. Anything we can hide this one. Alright, let's try this one. Let's try this one. See, that's why. That's why it's good to have 50. If you mess one up bad, right? Mess one up bad, you got 49 others. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go have a little snack. And then I might handle the ones that are under the tarp behind me. So, take care, friends, and hopefully you have a great day tomorrow at work. Hopefully I didn't keep you up too late trimming pottery pots. If you are tired at work tomorrow, just tell your leadership and supervisor that I gave you permission to be tired at work tomorrow. That's not bad. Alright. So take care, friends. And remember, if everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking